Are people here?
We are RNA Bats, and we are just admitting people. Sing away, baby.
Oh, okay. All right. Are we starting with the are we starting with the
No,
starting?
just hum
Okay.
for me.
It's it's raining in LA. It's drizzling today. I went and got my shower in the front of my garage. Hello, people. Are people here? Wow, there are people here. I see people. I see living people. How exciting. How exciting. Are y'all ready to sing? Are we ready? Somebody give me a sign. Are we ready to sing? Where is JoJo? Where is JoJo? Jaden, Aaron, do I have the okay? Do I have the okay? Y'all ready to sing? Okay, let's put some lyrics in the chat. We know what today is. Do you know what today is? We finna find out. Y'all ready? Here we go. Coming together in love we rise, building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine, making each day better, one song at a time. Come on, y'all. Coming together in love we rise, building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine. We're making each day better, each day better, each day better, one song at a time. It's your daily antidote of song. Yay! We made it! We made it! Greetings. Emma's Rev, take it over.
Oh my gosh. And we had the drum, and that is so beautiful, RNA Batson. All right, y'all. I'm Sandy from Emma's Revolution. We're thrilled to be with you here on this very important day. What day is it? Day 1000. And you know how to sing hellos with us. Doom ba doom doom da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom da doom. Hello, 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 hello. This is where we sing. It's a day 1000. What a thing. You can't plan it. It just happened like that. It's magic. Hello, 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 hello. So let's say hello to the folks who are joining us on the live stream. We see you, we feel you. Well, we can't see you, but you know what I mean. Hello, hello, hello. Let's thank Jaden for rocking it on the tech, and Erin is with her. Yeah, we love it when these women know how to run things. Yeah. Hello, 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 hello to Arne in rainy LA. Hello to Karen in DC, and Shruthi and her family all the way from India. Hello, 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 hello. There's Elise Witt all the way in Georgia, Kat in Vermont, and Annie in Massachusetts. There's Leah in Illinois. Let's say hello, 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 hello. Dennis, hello. Hava, hello. Kathy in Virginia, hello. And Bob and Christiana in Maryland. There's Maria in California. We love you, James. Nice to see you today. Jenny from Suffolk over in UK. Dick and Kathy and Victoria and Carol. Hello, 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 hello. Ricky's here. Busy, who keeps it all running. Andy and Robin and Emma Davis. Luda and Mark and Fred. And Melanie, hello! I gotta go to the next page. So many people are here today to celebrate the way to end this year today. Hello, Sherry in New Hampshire. Phil and the gang in Newcastle, UK. Susan in Seattle and David Roth. Hey! Well, Sonny Oaks is here today. Hello, 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 Michelle and Steve. Cricket and Kevin and Bronwyn and and Arlene in Berkeley. There's Hoda BC and Dorian Ollie. Hello, 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 hello. Sarah in Texas, Sheila in Florida, Ann in Knoxville, Susan in Cincinnati, and Becky and Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Hello, 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 hello. Well, there's Wendy and there's Cheryl and there's Kevin and there's Trish and Alois and Amanda. Hello, 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 hello. Ruth is here and Kristen and Joanne and Carolyn holding up the day and Kathleen in Albuquerque and Deborah in Kentucky. Hello, hello, hello. Pirone, Gary, Posner, Caroline, Donna, and Donna and the Curly Tops. There's more Curly Tops. Everywhere I look, there are Curly Tops. Hello, 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 hello. Storm is sporting a purple hat, and Kathy's coming in from Denver, Colorado, and Jane in Texas, and Bob and Simke in Maryland. Hello, hello, hello. Lisa and the family. There's Martha. There's Mabel and the Bears. There's Rhonda. There's Nancy the cow and Deli. And let's say hello, 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 hello. I see you, but I can't really get all those names, all those words. Irene and Jojo and Dan and Alan and Julie Martin. Hello, hello, hello. There's our friend Karen from Oregon. Alex there and Anne and Moonit and the Love Bugs. Hello, 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 hello. Linda from Orcas Island. Carolyn, Connecticut. Lynn and Kevin and Issa is there and Janet and Lynn and Cliff in Vermont. Hello, 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 hello. I see Sarah's name. I see Rashji. I see Jane. I see Robin and Sandy in Western North Carolina. I know exactly where in North Carolina. Hello, 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 hello. Priscilla's phone. Tom and Field and Andy and Robin and Isabel and Deepa Jolly. Nice to have you all today. Hello, 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 hello. Nita and Saranda and Amos, Dan and Claudia. Wow, everyone's here in Loriana. And there's Diane and let's say, oh, hello, 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 hello. I said up at the top, you can't plan it to start something in March of 2020 and then have it end on the last day of the year. That is magic. Hello, 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 hello.
Woo! Pat and Sandy, thank you so much. Emma's Revolution coming in from California, Oakland, I believe. And I am so glad to have you guys here doing those fabulous hellos. Hello to everybody in the room. What a party. This is a room full of the most amazing people. All of these Daily Antidote attendees, plus a whole lot of artists I'm going to be shouting out over the course of today. Thank you so much for all of you for being here. Let's all give it up for Carpe Diem Arts, the force behind the force of nature that is us. And Busy Graham and Alan Perper, our board member in the room today, and all of the good folks and Carpe Diem who are our tech people who all run all of this all the time. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. Let's all take a deep breath, much needed. Thank you. Yeah, that deep breath that you just heard wasn't actually me. That was Steve Winnick over here on the side. I couldn't make a breath that loud if I tried. All right, I want to thank all of you for being here today. We are going to be trying to squish in a bunch of songs. Super excited to say that we are singing now for the hour of 12 to 1, and then singing again at 3 o'clock right here in the same room, singing again at 6 o'clock right here in the same room. Hope you guys will join us again. We've got lots of cool stuff, including a bunch of in-person stuff going on at my house here, which we're going to live stream to you. I think we're going to have Lilo Gonzalez and Dan and Claudia Zanes and Issei Barnwell and Jim Harkless and others here in the room with me. So please show up for that amazingness and show up at 3 o'clock. There's lots of folks in the room who you're going to see now and hear from later. Let's all take one more deep breath. Okay, I've got like the clown breathing team over here. So we're going to start today with Shruthi Vishwanath. I do want to say, actually, very quickly, sorry, can Cheryl Tay, who is in the room with us right now from Malaysia.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, Cheryl.
Hi, everybody.
I'm going to spotlight you. What time is it where you are?
It's 1 a.m., so I'm on 1st of January already. So hello from tomorrow.
Hello from
Hello from the new year.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. So Cheryl is one of our fabulous, amazing singers who came to us from the Ubuntu Choirs Network. We've got Dennis and Dick and Kathy in the room also, have been amazing fans of this and friends of it and partners through all this. Cheryl, thank you so much for showing up today and wishing us a happy new year from the place where it's already new year. And now I'm going to toss it over to Shruthi and family over there in somewhere in India. I don't actually know where they are today. And also just about to be New Year. Shruthi, you are up.
Hey everyone, it's 10:47 in PM, so we're like 1 hour and 13 minutes away from the new year. Very, very, very happy new year. And we're going to do a quick song that for me is the turn of the new year really. And it's a song that Kavya, who came in once at the over here to lead a song, taught me. And so we're just going to sing it. It's super simple, so join me as we say bye to 2022 and welcome in 2023. I'm gonna let life move me. I'm gonna let life stir me deep. I'm gonna let life wake me from an ancient sleep. I'm gonna laugh all my laughter. I'm gonna cry all my tears. I'm gonna love the rain as deeply as the sun when it clears. I'm gonna love the rain as deeply as the sun when it clears. I'm gonna let life move me. I'm gonna let life stir me deep. I'm gonna let life wake me from an ancient sleep. I'm gonna laugh all my laughter. I'm gonna cry all my tears. I'm gonna love the rain as deeply as the sun when it clears. I'm gonna love the rain as deeply as the sun when it, one more. I'm gonna let life move me. I'm gonna let life stir me deep. I'm gonna let life wake me from an ancient sleep. I'm gonna laugh all my laughter. I'm gonna cry all my tears. I'm gonna love the rain as deeply as the sun when it clears. I'm gonna love the rain as deeply as the sun when it clears. I'm gonna love the rain as deeply as the sun when it clears.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Shruthi, and your family. It was so wonderful to have a full chorus singing that song and loving the dance moves as well. What a beautiful message to help us ring in the new year and think about how we want to spend 2023. Next up, we have Karen Dale coming in from DC. Can we all welcome Karen to the stage? Hi, good to see you again.
It's so great to be here. I just need to start with, look what you have done. During the worst of times, you have gathered people together from around the world. Performers, participants. Oh my goodness, it is the most heartwarming thing and the best way to bring in the new year. And during the terrible time of COVID, when we were all isolated, and during the new year, the holidays, when it's not always so easy, you at Daily Antidote of Song remind us that we're never alone. Loggins and Messina wrote this wonderful song way back in the 70s, Watching the River Run, and we are all part of that. The chorus will be in the chat box, and I hope you'll join me. If you've been thinking you're all that you've got, then don't feel alone anymore. 'Cause when we're together, then you've got a lot. 'Cause I am the river and you are the shore. And it goes on and on, watching the river run further and further from things that we've done, leaving them one by one. And we have just begun, oh, watching the river run, listening and learning and yearning to run, river run, winding and swirling and dancing along. We passed by the old willow tree, where lovers caress as we sing them our song, rejoicing together when we greet the sea. So I'm not, oh, there it is. All right, now you see them. So let's try this chorus together. And it goes on and on, watching the river run further and further from things that we've done, leaving them one by one. And we have just begun, watching the river run, oh, listening and learning and yearning to run, river run. Let's try that together one more time. And it goes on and on, oh, watching the river run further and further from things that we've done, leaving them one by one. And we have just begun, oh, watching the river run, oh, listening and learning and yearning to run, river run. All the best wishes to everyone for a happy, healthy, harmonious, peace-filled new year, and to Busy, to Carpe Diem Arts, to Jojo, to Jaden, to everyone. Oh my goodness gracious. Happy 1000!
Thank you, Karen. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that beautiful song, and thank you for that well wish into our day 1000. That was beautiful. And next up, we have Pat and Sandy of Emma's Revolution. Because we can't just have you in for the intros, we need a full-length song. Take it away.
So great to be with you all today. I've always struggled a little bit with the diminishing light this time of year, and always thought someday I'm gonna write about that. So this was the someday. So this is called Lengthening Light.
And there's a phrase you can always sing. It's going to be "There's a lengthening light" or "In the lengthening light."
When the clouds descend on your ailing heart, there's a lengthening light, there's a lengthening light, and all that matters seems to fall apart. There's a lengthening light, there's a lengthening light, there's a steady rising like a healing dream in the lengthening light, in the lengthening light. Like drops of water fill a mighty stream in the lengthening light. You are stardust from a distant glow in the lengthening light, in the lengthening light. You may not see you, but what your loved ones know. There's a lengthening light, there's a lengthening light. We see how shadow defines a spark in the lengthening light, in the lengthening light. Your brilliance shines through when the world is dark, in the lengthening light. When the weight is heavy, you can take no more. There's a lengthening light, there's a lengthening light, swirling reminders of those who've gone before. There's a lengthening light, there's a lengthening light. Speak their names softly, they will hear your call. In the lengthening light, in the lengthening light. They will catch you long before you fall, in the lengthening light. Whenever you're burdened in these grievous hours, there's a lengthening light, there's a lengthening light. We will surround you with our loving powers, in the lengthening light, in the lengthening light. Yours is a story which much more to tell, in the lengthening light, in the lengthening light. Drawn from waters of an ancient well, in the lengthening light, in the lengthening light.
Pat and Sandy, Emma's Revolution, thank you so much for your beautiful song. And we are here on the day 1000, of course. I'm here in the room with Joe, by the way. My name is Steve Winnick. Hi, everyone. And Jennifer Cutting is here with us as well. And we are just going to introduce our next wonderful singer, who is Carol Maillard. Carol, I know you're on here somewhere. There you are.
Hi, boy, it was a challenge getting in here today. Can you hear me okay?
Gotcha.
All right. Peace and blessings to all. I'm so happy to be here and have been honored to be a part of this. I'm just, there are no words. It's amazing. Yeah, that's okay. Astounding. Yeah, that's okay. It's just that this has been going on for 1,000 episodes and people keep coming to listen. People keep being, we're inspired, supported, healed. You feel a sense of community and love in the music. I'm just honored, Joe. And I thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. That's the best thing that I could say. And everyone who does that Carpe Diem arts, y'all people, y'all keep it together, and all of the people that support you. I'm just, just keep me in the loop, keep me on the list. A lot of things have been on our minds and in our hearts about how the world has opened to this this need for truth. We always need truth, and people took it for granted. But there's so much going on that will challenge your sense of goodness. It's trying to make you think that what you're doing and your goodness, your sense of goodness is not what's happening. You have to lie, cheat, steal, and be underhanded to get along. So we have to just always stay open to goodness. And I know that this is a wonderful group to put that out there in the world and to practice it on a daily basis. Today's principle for Kwanzaa is Kuumba, Kuumba. And the 7 principles give you, I guess I won't say a roadmap, but it gives you these points of reference to live your life on a daily basis, not just at Kwanzaa time. And I'm sure all of you know Kwanzaa is celebrated from the 26th of December to the 1st of January. And today is Kuumba, creativity. We are moving into light. The days are getting longer. This is the solstice is my time. But spring is on the way. So know that the light is always there. It's always there inside of your heart. God dwells within you as you, close as your very breath. So I'm offering this song. Some of you may know it. I'm not sure if the words made it into the chat. However, I will sing it through once, and I will do it 3 times. So I see that we're not so much teaching today, but singing and asking people to join. It was brought to Sweet Honey in the Rock by Dr. Barnwell. First time I heard it, we were in London at we were in England at a vocal festival. And I thought it was just incredible. It's called Chinese Proverb. Some of you all may have heard it in different forms, heard Sweet Honey's recording, heard us perform it. It is moving us into a more kind, honest, light-filled sensibilities for 2023. When there is light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. When there is beauty in the person, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is honor in the nation. When there is honor in the nation, there is peace in the world. Let's do it again. When there is light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. When there is beauty in the person, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is honor in the nation. When there is honor in the nation, there is peace in the world. Modulation. When there is light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. When there is beauty in the person, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is honor in the nation. When there is honor in the nation, there is peace in the world. Okay. Thank you all so much.
Carol Maillard, thank you so much. Your
You're
words were perfect, and that was an absolutely perfect song. Can we all shout it out to Carol Maillard? And also, Isay Barnwell is in the room with us right
Yeah.
now. Isay Barnwell, thank you also for making that beautiful song and for bringing it to the world. And I think Isay's off camera, but we can all wave to her and let her know that we love her so much. And maybe she'll pop on in a little bit. I am super excited. We are going to shift to the next song leader, but before we do that, I just want to say a few things. So my usual stick, it takes a village to make a program. It takes a community to, I don't even know. It takes money to make this happen. And I know so many people in this room have donated and have reached and have done so much to keep this program going. And thank you so much for all you're doing. To anyone out there on Facebook Live or in the room who has the capacity to give to help keep us going, I've got to say, and this is actually for anybody in the room who's new today or out there on Facebook Live, if you're just finding us, today's day 1000 of a program that started in April of 2020. When we started, we had two things in mind. The pandemic had hit, and we thought, wow, we're all going to miss singing. And wow, all of our beautiful touring artist friends are going to have no income. And so we've got this thing, and it can help two things, right? But it was very shortly after that that George Floyd was murdered. And we learned, wow, we all have a lot of racial justice reckoning we need to do. And the world isn't working the way we want it to be. And we did a lot of work in here, a lot of racial justice work in here, and continue to do that. And then time went by and things started to open up. And people started saying, you're going to keep going, right? Even though, things are opening up and people are going back to in person. Because of course, what happened during the pandemic is we learned that there's an entire community of people around the globe for whom isolation is actually a way of life, right? No matter what the reason is, they don't have access to the arts, they don't have access to community. And we realized, of course, we're going to keep this going. So what we're doing now, come hell or high water, is we are keeping this going. And it's all of you, your presence, your donations, your songs, your hosting, all of you in this room make this happen. So can we please all give it up to all of us? Thank you, Carpe Diem Arts, for being the force behind what is making this amazing, magical, incredible program get to 1000, and give it up for tomorrow, which is what? The first day of our next 1000 days. Okay. All right. On that note, I'm going to call to the stage the fabulous, amazing Mel DeMore, who I think is going to share a song with us. Melanie, how do you feel today?
Hey, I feel so good. And let me go back to gallery view, because, I do know what I look like. And I like to see y'all. And I mean, some of my favorite people are, come on. There's Elise and Emma's Rev, Arne, what's happening? Carol, come on now, and Isai and all of you. And we know that what we know the most is that music is medicine. Because there's a lot of empty calories out there, fam. So we want to give you something that's going to nourish you that you can use. And so I thought I would do, since we're on the subject of light, and we need that. But may I remind you that you cannot see the stars without the dark. Just saying. All right. So I thought I would do this one. And this one, I'm thinking about you, Storm. I know you've been going through a lot of stuff out there. And you all know this song, so please sing along. And goes like this. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. No matter where you go, no matter where you've been, you'll never walk alone. I feel you deep within. So I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. No matter what you feel or what you choose to show, I'm always there for you. And so I want you to know that I'm sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I walk the path with you. Go slow, dear ones, don't hurry. I'll go just like you need to go. There is no need to worry, 'cause I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. Thank you, JoJo and fam.
Thank you, Melanie DeMore. Everybody, I have to say, honestly, last night, I was sort of getting into the mode of what I was going to be doing today in this room with all of you. And Melanie, that is the song I listened to twice last night. Watched that beautiful video of you in the tie, with what's her name, Julie Wolfe on the piano, and yeah, Melanie, you knocked it out of the park. You all knocked it out of the park. Everybody in this room, you guys are all amazing. Can we all just take a second? I love doing this. Everybody take a minute to look at everybody else in the room. Go ahead. Switch your screens all around. Switch from page 1 to page 2. And look at us all in the face. Like, wave to everybody. Like, look, there's Rick Pagliari, who sings with us all the time and hosts in here. There's Andy and Robin Davis. Oh, yeah, and actually, I got to shout Andy out. You do want to come at 3 p.m. today, because Andy's actually going to sing a song that talks about 1,000. So, like, yeah, Andy gets the prize for finding the song with the word 1,000 in it. Thank you, Andy. There's Elise Witt, one of our amazing hosts and song leaders, regular Carol Maillard, of course, who sang today. Emma's Rev, thank you so much. Karen Dale, and Cheryl, who's still in the room at 1 o'clock in the morning, or 1, whatever it is by now. Prizes to Cheryl. And so many more folks. I'm going to keep shouting folks out. But before we go, we have one more fabulous song. And it is actually, make sure I'm saying that right. Yes, one more fabulous song. And that is actually with the 2 folks who are in the room with me. So we're going to switch gears for a second. I'm going to ask, let's see who I can ask. Let's see, Elise Witt. I'm going to ask you to unmute and say hi to everybody while I switch gears.
Greetings, everybody. It's so amazing to be here with all of you and to get to sing with so many different leaders that we've sung with over these, 999, and then today. I'm excited to sing with you this afternoon at 3, and I'm excited now to hear what's happening at JoJo's house, because those beautiful people are how I ended up getting into the room. I had done something with the Library of Congress Archive Challenge, and so they invited me to come and do it on Daily Antidote, and the rest is history. I'm completely hooked. I love sharing songs, but I also really love hosting and bringing on new people. I've done a global week. I've done an alternate roots week. And Shruthi is one of my guests that I brought on and who is now a regular. So I'm just so thrilled for this amazing beginning of day 1001 tomorrow. All right.
Thank you, Elise Witt. And we have figured out our technology shift over here. We are now at my piano, and Jen and Steve are sitting down there going to sing us a beautiful song. I do want to shout out, Elise reminded me that Jen and Steve brought us the Archive Challenge, American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress, and lots of folks came to us through that fabulous program. And I think some folks in this room, hint, hint, Melanie DeMore, might do the Archive Challenge in the upcoming Archive Challenge weeks, and it's completely cool. Yeah, Melanie already does all this incredible Gullah stuff that is at the Library of Congress, American Folklife Center. But there's lots of other partners. We had Village Harmony, have Village Harmony as a partner all the time. Dick and Kathy and Dennis bringing us the Ubuntu Choirs Network. Fran, Andre, and Sean Cruz bringing us the Black Composers Commissioning Project out of the UK. Let's see, Elise Bryant bringing us the Labor Heritage Foundation. and others who I'm forgetting, and Pinewoods Camp, of course, where I'm on the board of directors, and lots of other incredible stuff. We've been so lucky in this project, and we hope to continue having a blast as we move forward with all these incredible folks. I'm going to step aside. Jen and Steve, you guys are up. Actually, wait, I'm taking one more moment to say something. Aaron, I'm changing you the host. I'm taking co-host if you don't mind, so that you can spotlight them and run the thank you. I'm out of the way. Love you guys.
Hey everybody! It's Jennifer Cutting and Steve Winnick here. We're so happy to be here on the last day of the year 2022 and the 1000th day of Daily Antidote of Song. We watched it grow and it's fabulous. We are two of the members of Ocean Orchestra that play Celtic and original music, and we're going to play some original music for you today. I have a song that I wrote especially for New Year's Eve, and just this day today, and it's called The Turning Year, and it's maybe appropriate that we end with this song because this song is a toast. So if you have a beverage of your choice, non-alcoholic, alcoholic, whatever, grab your beverage, and we're going to toast to our resilience for what we've survived in the last 3 years and all the good things that we hope for in the year 2023. And this song starts out, I've said it, to begin with a group of friends singing together as the year turns, just like we do in the Daily Antidote of Song, a group of friends singing together. And I'm just asking, do we have the words for the whole song up in the chat? That's great. So since this is the title song of our latest CD, The Turning Year, some of you may know the song already. You might know the melody. Please sing along on the entire song. The melody is easy to catch on to. The lyrics are in the chat box, so if you don't know it, you can learn it as you go, or I invite you to just sing along on the last line of each verse, which goes like this. So let us sing to welcome in the turning year. It goes, so let us sing to welcome in the turning year. Your turn.
So let us sing to welcome in the turning year. All kind companions gathered here, all at the turning of the year. The hour grows late, our hearts grow fond, in melody shall be our bond. We live in hope, we pray for peace, we meet with joy, the year's new lease, the falling snow, the icy moonlight shining clear. So let us sing to welcome in the turning year. Now Yule is past, the old year fades, time heals all wounds, or so they say. Though battle scarred, we will prevail. We hold the pen that writes the tale. Do not regret the flow of years, for there is naught that disappears. Our every kindness written large among the stars. So let us sing to welcome in the turning year. The tallest trees, the barest boughs, the callow choir of earnest vows. Whatever boon we ask of life, we ask it here, we ask it now. So let us toast to absent friends, to those we've hurt, let's make amends, and those we love, let's set them free, yet hold them near. So let us sing to welcome in the turning year. minutes pass, the hour strikes, the mighty flares light up the night. Now let us raise a festive glass, that all we hope may come to pass. We wish you joy, we wish you peace, we wish you health, but more than these, the power to know just what to keep and what let go. So let us sing to welcome in the turning year. So let us sing to welcome in the turning year.
We wish you joy at the turning year.
Thank you. We love you all so much.
Okay, so Aaron or Jaden or somebody, can you go ahead and spotlight somebody else who's one of our regular hosts and artists so they can say hi while I catch my breath and stop crying?
Sure thing. How about you, Dennis? Want to say a quick hello? There you go. You just got an ask to unmute.
Hey, I'd love to. This is great to be in the room with all you folks. I'm happy sitting here in Victoria, BC, in rainy Victoria. Wherever you are, I hope that your old year has been good or as good as it could be. And I hope your new year coming up is going to be even better, because maybe we're actually going to get out there into the world again in a kind of a way. I got back in the room together with my choir, and that was just so lovely after being online for 2 years. My goodness gracious. So that's kind of a metaphor for everything, isn't it? We all get together to be with each other and look into each other's eyes and feel each other's hands as we hold hands moving through the year. So it's great to be here. Great to be part of this. And I heard about it early on. And one of the reasons you see a number of people from Victoria, BC, is I started telling all my choir members about it. And so we've got a good representation from our little village here up in the rainy, wet coast. And I'm glad we do. And glad we do. And it's such a good thing that Jojo, you do such a wonderful job, and Aaron and Jaden, my goodness, it's just so lovely to be with you all. What's happening now? Well, where are we going with this?
Thank you, Dennis. That was so beautiful. What's happening now? Where are we going with this? We're going exactly where we've been going, except for even more of same, and always every day, making each day better, one song at a time, making each song better, one day at a time, making everything better, one day at a time. That's us. That's here. Can we all give it up for Steve and Jen, who got only a halfway round of applause while I was crying and trying to get to the other seat? And thank you, all of you, today for bringing us this most beautiful, amazing celebration. A couple quick notes for the rest of the day. We're back in here at 3 p.m. singing with lots more virtual friends. And we are back in here again at 6 p.m. singing with folks in my living room. And I invite you to jump in at any point of any of the times. We can't wait to see you then. And we are also, as always, also asking folks out there in the world to do what they can to help us keep this program going. Thank you so much. And since we have a few more minutes, and then after we're done here today, we're going to go off virtual. So Facebook Live, if you want to find us, you're going to have to come in here in the Zoom. We're going to be having a gift reveal party, which is to say we did the daily Antidote program this year, where we had folks all over this globe sending gifts to each other around the world. And at 1 o'clock, we're going to start to reveal, or 1 o'clock-ish, we're going to start to reveal what gift we got and then find out who it is that sent it to us. So please feel free to join us also for that. And I do also want to shout out, so I'm going to take a minute here before we actually say the formal goodbyes, to look through the screen and shout out folks that are in this room who have made this program super special. And also shout out the fact that we do have, like, in addition to Malaysia and India and the UK and I don't know what, we also have, I think, like 48 states in the room. So that's just completely cool. And anyway, so I'm going to shout a few folks out now before we say goodbye. So Dennis Donnelly, Ubuntu Choirs host and song leader extraordinaire, thank you for being with us today. And Emma's Rev, Yeah, okay. Can I just say, Emma's Rev, thank you for the toffee. And by the way, they told me I had to share it. And as it turns out, it's going to get shared with everybody who's at my house this afternoon. So, like, that's not actually a blanket invitation to everyone to come and try toffee at my house. But I have to say, it came at the just right time. So, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. And if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, check out Emma's Rev website. Steve and Jen, obviously, thank you so much for all you've done, all the partnering and hosting and singing with us in this room and showing up and, like, literally showing up. Jaden Brick, thank you so much for all of the tech help. Jaden is the Daily Antidote song assistant and has just risen to the occasion of doing so much to make this go. And we've got a lot more Jaden in our future, I'm glad to say. Arne Batson, the song of Daily Antidote, the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you so much for that beautiful song and for actually jazzing it up for today's beautiful event. Super appreciate it. Cheryl Tay in Malaysia, thank you for bringing us tomorrow. Thank you for bringing us tomorrow.
Hello from yesterday.
Sort of, yeah. Wait, that doesn't really work. Okay. Thanks, Elise Witt, who has brought us so many incredible artists from all around the world and for being a host and song leader extraordinaire. Erin Geyer, for tech and so much more in this room. She's really been a partner also with Jaden and I in all of this, and I'm so lucky to have the two of those incredible, crazy folks working with me. Carol Maillard, in the house and just in my heart. Thank you so much, Carol. You said all the right things today. Bob and Christiana. So Christiana is actually someone who has sung in this room. Christiana is a jazz singer and has brought us lovely songs, and in fact also brought us German songs where she and Bob were dressed up and looked amazing, and it was a lot of fun. I think that was maybe even while they were in Germany. I can't remember. Okay, Jim Harkless in the house, who is a song leader extraordinaire and is going to be in my living room tonight. So come on by in the virtual zone and find us. Dick and Kathy, Ubuntu Choirs, Getting Higher Choir, and song leaders and hosts extraordinaire also brought so much to this program. Rick Pagliari, same thing, coming in from Vermont, maybe with one of his instruments over there. I can't see because you're behind my button over there, but I really, yeah, there you go. Good, thank you. I really appreciate you, Rick. You've brought so much to this room. And Andy and Emma, who have sung in this room with us a lot of times. And Emma, in fact, I think on our birthday, I don't remember, had a great sign that she made for our birthday. And that reminds me, we are going to, anybody who made a sign, we're going to hold them, we're going to spotlight them before we go. So hang on to your signs. Emma and Andy Davis and also Robin, thank you guys so much for everything you brought. That's hosting, song leading, and more. And I'm looking around. Melanie DeMore, thank you for coming today, for being a part of this since 2020, and we love having you here. And please feel free to sing that song over and over and over again. Okay, so I do have one more funny thing to say. I last night was looking to see when Melanie had sung in the room, and she sang "Rise Up, Rise Up," which I love. That I'm not even sure what you call, but that sounds. So then I went to go see what else you sang because you were in twice, and you sang it again because I remember I asked you. I said, "Can you please just do that same cool song?" So Melanie, we're gonna have you in now for some new songs, and I'm so excited. Thank you, Phil and the gang in Newcastle. That's Phil and Pauline and William. Hello, all of you in Newcastle, UK. Phil has sung with us and hosted in the room, and you guys are an exceptional and amazing part of this community. Looking along for Sunny Oaks in the room today for the first time. It took Sunny 1,000 days to find us, but we know she's not going anywhere now. Thank you, Sunny. We're so glad you're here, and we look forward to having you hosting and joining us in some ways. Wendy Luella, who I always get your state wrong, so I'm not even going to say it, but I'm glad you're here. Wendy has sung with us and hosted. Extraordinaire, amazing. Thank you, Wendy. We're so appreciative. Looking along to see who else is here from our song leading, song singing community. I'm running out of breath. Okay, I'm going to shout out Lisa Dosher. I'm not even actually sure how to pronounce that. Lisa has not sung with us yet, is singing with us soon. And by the way, Lisa, wait, I'm going to just send a quick spotlight because I don't know if anybody can even see the people I'm thanking. There's Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. We're so glad you're here. Lisa and I were corresponding. She's a friend of Fran's. And we're corresponding because she's going to sing in the room. And it turns out that we grew up, all right, like, so we grew up in the same state, right? Who cares? No, we grew up in the same town. Wait, no, what? Who cares? We grew up on the same block. Yeah, just hold on to that thought, right? Like, while the Daily Antidote makes the world big and small at the same time, okay? I'm going to shout out Irene Espiritu, who is in the room with us. Thank you so much. Irene has brought us some glorious music. She has an incredible nonprofit or a nonprofit project that she's doing. It's beautiful. And Irene, we're going to sing with you in February, and we cannot wait. Looking around for any other singers. I mean, we're all singers, right? I'm only on page 3. I'm going to speed this up. Dan and Claudia Zanes, thank you so much for being here. Dan and Claudia, who've brought us a lot of great music and hosting and song leading and everything else in the world, but also who Dan runs the beautiful anti-racist program that a lot of us have gone to. And I also want to say they're going to be in my living room later, so please join us. Alex and Alice, who are coming in a bright green jacket. That's all I can say. Okay, who are coming in from wherever they are, which looks water-like and lovely. And Alex has also hosted and sang and been such a great, amazing part of this program. And Alex, thank you so much. Just lots of love to you. And if we have time, we'll unmute folks who want to talk. Thea Hopkins coming in the room today, I think from the Wampanoag Nation. Thea, we are so glad you're here and super excited to have you singing with us, I believe, at one of our upcoming community sings and also in the Daily in February, I think. Pam Rogers, thank you so much for being here. Another one of our song leaders. We've loved having you, Pam. And David Roth is in the house. David Roth, I know, has some song up his sleeve that's going to say something about, like, yeah, I already know. So David Roth, 3 p.m. today, or 3 p.m.-ish. So please come back then. Busy Graham and Munit Mesvin, not only in the house, but in the same room. That is just such a joy to see. I hope you guys are having a blast. I believe there's some first night stuff going on over there. Glad to see you both. And thank you so much to both of you for all the bazillions of things you've brought to this program. Annie Patterson in the room. I think I saw Peter there also over your shoulder at some point. Thank you so much for being here. Annie also has been a song leader in the room solo and with her group. And we've loved having Annie in the room and can't wait for more. Looking around to see Andrea and Harold Blackford, Jubilee Voices, Washington Rebels in the house. Thank you so much to both of you for all the song leading and the hosting and the presence, and we really love you both. Alan Perper, Board of Directors, Carpe Diem. He's never sung a note, as far as I know. Certainly not live in the Daily Antidote, but maybe we'll change that. Alan, thank you so much for everything. So great to have you. Denise Jones, another Carpe Diem Arts staff member, thank you for being here. And I think I got all of our song leaders. If I did not, just poke me. I'm not sure how you'll do that. This is actually, we can take a couple minutes now. If anybody, any of the song leaders I shouted out want to say a quick hello before they leave, go ahead and stick your hand up now, virtual or otherwise, and we'll try and grab you. Anybody want to say a quick anything? A quick note of congratulations, a quick note of thanks, a quick anything before we disappear. Okay, Melanie, gotcha.
Thank you so much. I mean, Jojo, come on. I mean, this whole thing, this Daily Antidote song has been like intravenous for people. It's really been a lifeline. And, when in doubt, folks, just sing. That's it.
Thank you, Melanie. That was beautiful. So, we've actually, in the past couple of months, some folks have said some very beautiful things. One of our song leaders, Mary Amato, sent me a note saying everyone who works on this program should get a Nobel Peace Prize. So, of course, we put that up on the website because that's pretty good. Just a couple days ago, Peggy Seeger wrote to me. Peggy's another one I need to shout out for all of her participation. Peggy Seeger wrote to me and said, the Daily Antidote and Joe Rossi are a national treasure. That one went right up on the website. And I think we're going to have This is Intravenous by Mel DeMore up on the website because, Melanie, you just used the most amazing word. There's so many folks, artists, I got to say, artists and attendees alike. We've had so many artists who have said, this is part of what got me through, being able to sing to all of your faces. And so thank you, Melanie, for using a word that I think really does actually express a lot of, I say this all the time, but for me too, gang, like this is my intravenous too. So thank you, everybody. Okay, anybody else? Elise Witt?
I wanted to shout out Kevin Ennis because he has not only been a song leader, but has also been a translator. I'm so grateful to him. When we had Beomar Rojas from Venezuela/Mexico, and we did sort of a double, he was so helpful with translation, but also amazing singer. So Kevin, and he has been such an incredible part of this community, also always helping us know what day it is. So Kevin, mwah.
Elise, thank you so much. And Kevin, absolutely 100%. Thank you. And I'm sorry I missed you. I'm actually not finding you on my screen, but I'm sure you're there. I do want to shout out that Kevin is, as far as I know, coming in from his hospital bed. So can we please all send Kevin a whole lot of love? and has joined at other times in the hospital. I also want to say, for anyone I'm forgetting, that's song leader, that's attendee, that's somebody who really deserved a beautiful thank you from me today. Here is a beautiful thank you from me today. And I'm sorry it's not more personalized, but I love you all so much. And we are 96 folks in the room right now, plus everybody out there on Facebook Live. So excuse me for any bumbles that I am making over missing
Yeah.
anybody. And thanks Elise for calling them out. Carol Maillard.
Yeah, I just want to say, you remember when we sang at Eastside's house?
I do.
And Bolati said something needs to be done about Joe Rossi and the program in terms of a wider audience really getting to see what a service this is to many communities. I love when you say peace. There's some people who are always isolated. They don't have community. They don't have anybody to touch physically or spiritually or emotionally. And if any of y'all out there, y'all are some high rollers out there. I know y'all know people. Let them know that Joe Rossi and this program and everyone that works on it should be touted nationally on the TV. Look at this service. Come on, y'all. Let's go with that. Let's work with that. I got a little one more thing. Let your little light shine, shine, shine. Let your little light shine all day long. There might be someone down in the valley trying to get home, trying to get home. Shine. Amen. I'm out.
Oh, Carol Maillard, thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing. Although I do have to say, when you said something has to be done about Joe Rossi, it sounded a little bit like what my mother used to say when I was little. I wasn't sure what it was exactly you needed to do, but
Was
no,
it
thank
okay?
you so much.
Was it okay?
Oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. And everything you said is exactly just not only from your heart, but like speaking right from my heart. And I really appreciate that. And I also want to say that, like, under no circumstance whatsoever am I appearing on television. Thank you so much. But I appreciate the fact that all of you will
yes,
stand
you
in.
will, Miss Thing. Oh, yes, you will. Oh, yes, you will.
You will.
You
Now
need
you
to,
sound like
it
my
needs
mother.
to be out there because it's going to serve and help others. It's going to really serve and help others to see where they can use their kuumba, their creativity, to make more avenues for people to connect. Amen.
Thank you and amen. Yeah, so I will shout out the fact that
You
as
better speak, Carol. You better preach, sis. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I'm going to stick you guys on the television screen, not me. But I will say that, like, what we have learned along this program is that there are people really who are isolated for all kinds of reasons. And, you know, I've learned a lot on this journey about what it means to be isolated and or when people are isolated and what it is that isolates them. And one of the ones that, like, came up recently, which we've been giving a lot of thought to, is people who are caretakers for a partner who is home all the time and can't go anywhere or move. Like, so for example, we have a few folks in the room whose partners have severe dementia, and the person comes in the room. So two folks who came in the room and said, my partner has severe dementia. And originally I thought I would put them in front of the Daily Antidote so they could sing and I could have a little break and get something done, but I couldn't resist the music. And I sit there with them and sing with them, and it's so beautiful and it makes them come alive. And it's stuff like that. Really, I do think that there are lots more folks out there who could be joining us in song and feeling like a part of the community. And yeah. So
yeah, absolutely.
Amen and thanks to all of you. All right. I'm going to really not say anything more, and I'm just getting in mute. Anybody who wants to unmute. All right, Wendy Luella.
I just want to add that when there are real needs that are really met, that is when things flourish. And this is flourishing because real needs are being met, but also that the needs, but also the joys. This is not like a program where you're like, I got to get up, I got to do that work. It's work that works in our own hearts, even by doing it, you know, that it feeds us, it nourishes the folks that are giving, because the folks that are giving are receiving. Giving until the giving feels like receiving, receiving till receiving feels like giving.
Thank you, Wendy Luella. So much gratitude to you and for the beautiful words of your song. So many folks bring us just that sense of, like, I don't know, joy slash zen. I said I wasn't going to say anything else. So I'm looking around now for anybody else, any of our artists who would like to raise their hands and say any messages today to the Daily Antidote. Wave frantically or use your virtual hand. Thanks again, Wendy Luella, Pat, and Sandy.
Just to say how much we love you, Joe, how much we love all of you, and all the best for 2023. Let us make this world a place we want to live in and sing in together.
Much love,
Thank
y'all.
you. Oh, sorry, Pat, go ahead.
No, just wanted to say much love to everybody.
Thanks, Pat and Sandy, my new permanent friends, because they sent me toffee and for no other reason. No, thank you so much, gang. Love it, love it, love it. I think David Roth has a hand.
Yeah, just real quick, congratulations. I echo what everybody said, but I want to thank the Daily Antidote a Song for introducing me to music that I might not have found otherwise. So as a result, one result of being with DAS for a good while now, I learned a song in Ukraine and I sang it at one of my concerts. It was a Gerdan song, and that's one country south of where my father was born. So very meaningful to expand my horizons outside my teeny tiny little singer-songwriter world where my head is mostly in the sand. And I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock.
Thank you, David Roth. We're really looking forward to your 3 o'clock song. Thank you for shouting out Gerdan, who have been in this room and done so much for us. And it actually reminded me another amazing, unexpected in this program. All of the folks in this, all the artists who came into this room and met other artists they had not known before, and then who have decided they want to get together in real time and collaborate on something. I mean, like, oh, the Daily Antidote CD set, not just CD. All right, I'm moving on. Okay, Arne, you're up. Thanks, David Roth.
Hi, everyone. I just needed to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Joe, you just got in my head. I'm thinking all these incredible artists that I have met, all this wonderful music that I have learned. And I was able to be a part of the Black Lives Matter commissioning project and, traveling to the UK. It's just, it's just been wonderful to see Dennis and Dick and Kathy and Elise and Maillard and Dr. B and Baba Harkless. It's my heart is just overwhelmed and just filled with so much joy. Congratulations to you. And yes, we're going to get that Daily Antidote a Song bus. I'm doing the tour. And Joe, you will be singing, boo. You will be singing. And you're going to sound good too. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I have to take off for an 11 a.m. Program I've got to do today, but I'm gonna hang around as long as I can because I think I got a Santidote. So we gonna see.
Woo! All right. Thank you very much, Arne. Okay, beautiful, beautiful words. Yeah, we're going to have the Daily Antidote tour bus also. We're going to actually, it's going to become equipped with paddles to go across the ocean and a whole, like, I don't know what else. All right. Can I say Andrea and Harold, please? Thank you, guys.
Hello, everybody. I am very, very grateful and thankful to be part of this, part of my extended family. Joe, thank you for allowing us to host and be on as Jubilee Voices and by ourselves and together. Through Daily Antidote of Song, I've discovered many, many gifts. One of them is the gift of singing with my husband. Can you believe? Married 22 years and we really hadn't done that?
Yeah, time to communicate, don't you
Yes,
think?
I think so.
Yeah.
But there's something that I really, really do want to communicate. Remember that we're not in this alone. We're together. We're partners. So please keep sharing those songs. Call up a friend and sing a song over the phone. Yes, I've done that. I teach people songs all the time. And you all gave me the courage and the impetus to do that because you all are so great and so supportive. But before I leave you all, to celebrate this wonderful last day of 2022, looking forward to 2023, looking back at the 1,000 days we have been together, 3 years. Don't forget the power of being with other people, even if it's through this thing called Zoom. You make it wonderful. And I'm going to leave you with 3 words that are very important to me and that I think we all feel in our hearts right now. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much for all you've done to keep this going. We love you.
Oh, thank you right back. I love you guys too. I love all of you guys. Yeah, we're so lucky. What a lucky. I'm feeling so lucky, and I'm feeling like I'm going to just really mute. Andy and Emma Davis, please.
It's great to be here. Daily Antidote has meant a great deal to our family, and I sometimes call it the daily dose. I always feel better after visiting this great community. Emma has something she would like to say.
I just want to say that when Peter Imadon was the host, I know I'm not if he's on or not, but I just want to say thank you for him to get me to sing I Think You're Wonderful with my family. So I kind of appreciate that.
Thank you, Emma. Completely beautiful. Yeah, Peter and Mary Alice, another duo that has been so supportive of this program in every possible way, singing, hosting, behind the scenes, everything. I actually just saw them in Brattleboro a few days ago. Got to give them some hugs before driving the rest of the way home. Thank you, Emma and Andy Davis.
Thank you, Joe.
Yep, you guys mean so much to us, and so we're so glad you're feeling it mutual. Dick and Kathy.
So much. I mean, just reiterating what people have said, but what a beautiful community. And thank you, Dennis, for telling us about this, because it's grown our community. We've met so many wonderful people and learned so many fabulous new songs, and met virtual friends and real friends, people that we've, had the chance to, in whose house we've been, with our cross-continent trip. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Caroline. And Susan Miller in Seattle. And there's so much reciprocal joy that happens here. That we, being able to meet each other where we're at, whether it is, the heavy and hard things or the joyous, wonderful things, everything gets amplified, nourished, metabolized. And we just have one tiny song to share that just talks about that joy. And those of you who have been on a Wednesday night, you know it, joy to my heart. We won't do the whole add things in the chat thing. So one verse of it.
Go ahead.
I want to bring joy to your heart. I want to bring joy to your heart. I want to bring joy to your heart. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 let me bring you some joy, joy, joy. I want to pour it on you, joy, joy, joy. Let me share my joy, joy, joy. Woo, here's to 2023. Woohoo.
The next
And more of
1,000.
this. Yeah. Mwah. Thank you all.
Dick and Kathy, thank you so much. That was beautiful. So I think also maybe you guys are Santadoting. I can't remember. And we've definitely got Santadote coming up next. Is there anybody else in the room that wants to say anything before we say an actual round of goodbyes? Rick Pagliari, I got you.
Joe, I just want to thank you for all the work that you've done to bring us all together. I think that it was the brightest spot of the pandemic when I found this family. As a singer, it exposed me to so many different artists, so many different thoughts. I mean, we went through so much together. We went through some hard times, really hard times as a family. And that's what this really is. It's a family. And so I'm happy just to be with you as a family.
Thank you, Rick Pagliari. We went through so much together, right? We went through Amanda Gorman reading her poem at an inauguration, and we went through George Floyd's murder, and we went through some insurrection at the Capitol that was outside of any box we ever thought we'd be taking, right? And it's just kind of one thing after the other. We went through a lot of folks in this room getting ill or having their tough times, and it's really, a family is a really beautiful word. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that and agree wholeheartedly. Annie Patterson, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you all. What a treat. And I know I'll be back at around 3, but I just have to say this has been such a wonderful community, and I realize it's really knowing that it's here, even when I don't show up, has really filled my heart. And I think that that's true for anybody who's been part of this, is just knowing that this is happening. So anyways, I'll see you all later today, hopefully many of you.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much. Anybody else who hasn't said anything, who still wants to say something? I'm going to do a little scan. Aaron and Jaden, can you both? We're looking for any of our artists who've been song leaders or hosts in this room. And if we don't have anybody left, we'll start to say our goodbyes with, of course, the obvious note that says we're not actually going anywhere for the next hour. We're still going to be in here chatting and doing. Oh, Jennifer John. I see Jennifer John, also from the Black Commissioning Project. Thank you for being here, Jennifer. Glad to see you. So yeah, Jennifer is one of the composers. Arne was another one. Leah Morris. I think Fran actually connected with some of these folks from being in the room. Jennifer, did you want to say anything? I'm just seeing you now.
Wow, it's just great to be here. I'm sorry it took me so long. I've been teaching, but it's wonderful to see so many gorgeous faces and to see that, Joe, you've carried this on. It's absolutely amazing. It really is. It's a joy.
Thank you, Jennifer. So, okay, wait, that actually just reminded me, Jennifer, because Jennifer is connected to the project, Fran Andres project, which, by the way, also Kathy Bullock is connected to. And how did I just manage to get through an hour plus of, can we all please shout out Kathy Bullock, who was for the first, I don't even remember how long, maybe for almost a year, co-hosting with me at rapid rate, and like really she was such a formation of this project also. So thank you, Kathy B.
I just wanted to say it's so wonderful to see Jennifer John's face because I'm also on that same project. And so yeah, I'm on that same project with, so I mean, we're talking some badass singing up in here. So Jennifer, it's so nice to see your face. Arne, of course, and
you too, Melanie.
So it was so nice to be a part of that project together.
Thanks, Melanie.
Forgot about that. Yeah, it's great.
All right, so Melanie and Jennifer and anybody else in this room, like, so there was at some point where Arne, Kathy B, Leah Morris, Fran, and Sean were all together in the UK. They did a singing thing, they did teaching, whatever, and we went live. I was like in Boston or someplace, so I went live from Boston with them in the UK, and we had it. I think that video has gotten like 8,000 hits. Like it's just was so amazing. Did I say 8,000? 800? Sorry, 800 hits. It was so amazing to have all those folks in the same room. The energy was incredible. So I do suggest anybody who hasn't seen that, check it out. It's on our Facebook Live page, along with every song we've ever sung. I think until about first 2 weeks. We weren't going live, and ever since then. So all those songs are online. All right, Dennis Donnelly.
Thanks. I just wanted to highlight something that a couple of the other song leaders have referred to, and that's the cross-fertilization that happens on this program. I was on here recovering from my heart attack, and the exact right song for me popped up on the Daily Antidote when David Roth sang Last Day on This Earth, because it almost was my last day on this earth back in the early August. And so he sang it, and I thought, boy, that's my song right now. So I arranged it, and my choir is now performing it in beautiful 4-part harmony, and we're going to be performing it in our concert on January 22nd. So David Roth, thank you so much for that. And I know that kind of thing is happening in other places and and I've picked up songs from other people too. I've picked up songs from Emma's Revolution. I've picked up songs from Rick. So thank you for all of that happens. That cross-fertilization, just wanted to say that's an important part of this for me, and I think for many others as well.
Dennis, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody in this room. Thank you so much. I did actually remember one other person I wanted to shout out, because when we had our second birthday, which was some time ago, there's someone in the room who made a Daily Antidote quilt as a surprise for me and sent it in the mail. The quilt is also on our Facebook Live page. You can see the story of the quilt. It's really very beautiful. Actually, Jaden and Aaron, if you've got a way of doing it, see if you can find the quilt slideshow and stick a link for that in the chat. Susan Glass from Ohio made a beautiful quilt in which she had one of the squares said the legends. And so Peggy Seeger, Cy Khan, I don't remember who, Issei Barnwell. I think somebody else was on there. We've just been so blessed to have so many folks in this room who have like had the most stupendously amazing lives and musical trajectories and activism embedded in everything they've done. World changers. Thank you to a room full of world changers. Thank you all. And on that note, I am going to say a goodbye to all the folks in the room. So actually, we're going to try something. Jaden and Aaron and I are going to split up all the goodbyes. Let's see how that flows. Anybody who's staying for the gift reveal party, the Santidote, come on, admit that's really clever, right? Okay, the daily Santidote party, stay in the room if you can, and we'll get on to that. Anybody we can't get to today in the Santidote, don't worry, we're going to do a part 2 at another date. All right. Saying goodbye. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. And we're going to say goodbye to Facebook Live, but we welcome you to stay here and watch us say all the goodbyes to everybody else in the room. I'm going to say goodbye to Dennis Donnelly, to the amazing Jaden Brick, who's not going anywhere because she's going to talk in a minute. Kathy and Dick and Victoria, thank you. Aaron, who's also not going anywhere. Cheryl, thank you so much for being here from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, for singing with us and everything else. Elise Witt, thank you so much for being here from Georgia. Jennifer John from the UK, thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. Bob and Christiana with the 1,000-day sign behind them, thank you so much for being here. They are one of my 2 amazing day counters, 3 amazing day counters. Arne Batson, thank you so much for being here, coming in from LA, and glad to have you as always. There is Leah in Illinois. Thanks for being here today. Annie, thank you so much for being here today. And also with a Day 1000 sign. Okay, I wish we could spotlight all our Day 1000 signs because they're so, okay, wait, I'm doing it. Hang on, spotlighting Annie. Thank you, Annie. All right, removing spotlight. Aaron, I'm going to need you, I think, because you're the host. Okay, I'm going to stop spotlighting. You're on it. Christiana and Bob, can you do a quick spotlight with their amazing sign? This because some of you might not be showing on Facebook Live, so we're going to pop you up just quickly with spotlights. If you've got your signs made, folks, hang on to them because now is the moment. Okay, thank you so much. And we're going to move on to the next one. And let's see who has Kathy in Virginia. Thank you and goodbye. And Rick Pellieri in Vermont. Thank you and goodbye. Fred in Silver Spring, Maryland. Thank you and goodbye. Andy and Emma and Robin in Brattleboro, Vermont. Thank you and goodbye. Luda and Mark in Victoria. That's a sign. Let's get that spotlighted. Luda and Mark, you're amazing. And Luda has made some beautiful art for our different celebrations. Gorgeous. Thank you, Luda, so much. And I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks for sharing that. Melanie DeMore, thank you so much and goodbye. Coming in from, I think, Oakland, California today. Phil and the gang in Newcastle, thanks so much for being here. That's William and Pauline and Phil. And there's Susan Miller with the Day 1000 sign. Thank you so much for being here. Coming in from Seattle, Washington. There she is. Woohoo! 1,000 days of the DAS. I love it. And let's see where we are. Cricket coming in from Maryland. Thank you so much for being here. Wendy Luella with 1,000-day sign. Thank you so much for being here. And Aaron's going to spotlight you. Wendy Luella coming in from somewhere where I always forget. I think it's somewhere over in the Pacific Northwest. Thank you so much for being here. It's not. All right. Well, maybe it's in Canada. Is it in Canada? It's in Canada. All right. Whee! All right. Thank you so much. And Aloysius, thank you so much for being here today. Great to see you. And that's coming in from Massachusetts. And Susan G gets a spotlight. It looks like she's made some other ridiculously, amazingly gorgeous thing. Let's pull that up. What? Oh my God. That is a quilt of DAS 1000 with piano keys on it. And actually, I am going to thank you so much, Susan. That is beautiful. So I am going to actually, before we sign off today, I'm going to walk you all into my study so you can see the quilt hanging on my wall. So hold tight for that. Thank you so much, Susan. Martha Wagner in Oregon. Great to see you today. Thanks for being here. Arlene and Rainy Berkeley with 1,000-day sign and some ridiculous, amazing like light show going on. Oh, and like Rudolph hanging off your shoulders. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Great to see you. And Carolyn in Boise, Ohio with Idaho with a gorgeous, amazing sign. Hold it still. We can see it. Beautiful. Yeah. And it has like names of lots of, I see Village Harmony. I see Jubilee Voices. I see Issei Barnwell, Sweet Honey in the Rock, Dennis Donnelly, Maura Smiley, also getting a shout out for being such a great person. Joe Jenks, also getting Reggie Harris, shout out. Leah Morris. Okay. Yeah. Oh, who else? Sweet Honey in the Rock. Jennifer Cutting is on there. And Steve Winnick. There he is. I love it. Oh, Amadons and Hubby Jenkins. Chris Matthews. Thank you so much. Carolyn, that's totally beautiful. And I love it. And let's see where we are in the good goodbyes plan of action here. And I'm looking, thank you again, Carolyn. Bonnie in Idaho, Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Caroline in DC, and I'm dropping it over to Jaden. Jaden, can you take over?
I'm
for
gonna
one
take
piece.
over. I'll do my best because I think my boxes are in a different order than you. But okay. Goodbye, Dawn and the Curly Tops. Thank you for being here. Kathy, who is on Stolen Land. Thank you for being here as always. Aloysius, goodbye. Glad to see you. Cricket, I don't know if your name was said, but goodbye again if it was in Maryland. Goodbye to Bob Gaser. Good to see you. Lovely wearing orange today. Lisa and your family, thanks for being here and sharing with us. Nancy N and the Irish Cow, we love to see it. Kevin in DC, thanks for being here. Thea Hopkins, so glad you could join us today. We'll see you later as well. Pam Rogers, thank you for coming in today. So glad you're with us. And Jamie and Victoria, BC, good to see ya. David Roth, hey, glad you're here. And Susan in Tacoma Park, Tacoma, Washington, Tacoma Park, I think. No, Tacoma, Washington. Okay, one of those. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. It's a little cut off for me. Trish and Victoria, good to see you. CY Singer, thanks for being here. Goodbye, Storm. Good to see you. Kat in Vermont. Oh, and Kat has a sign as well. So yay, of absolute soul shine. Completely. Yes, that is such a good word. I love that, soul shine. And goodbye to Annette in California. Good to see you today. Carol in Connecticut. And Carol has also made an amazing contribution to the Daily Antidote of Song with her DAS history Google sheet. It's like really a work of art. And Andrea and Harold Blackford, thank you for being here today. Kevin Ennis in New Hampshire. Much love to you. We hope you're doing well soon. We're all sending you a lot of love and light and a speedy recovery. Penny and Ralph and Victoria, thank you for being here. So glad you're with us today. Sue, Sean in Massachusetts, good to see you. Kathleen in Albuquerque, so good to see you today. And I'm trying to think if maybe it's Aaron's turn.
So I think, sure, it's Aaron's turn, but I do have to throw one more thing out. I also want to shout out Carol Johnson in Connecticut, who, just for anybody who doesn't know, the sheet in question is that Carol made a spreadsheet of all of the days of the Daily Antidote with the Facebook Live link, who it was that sang that day, what the theme is we were singing about. I don't even know. It's like this reference material that is the most incredible thing. Yeah, my library people over here are going, reference material? So thank you so much to Carol. That was such an incredible tool that I thought was going to be for all of you. And it turned out that I use it all the time. It's just really an important piece of my being able to do what I'm doing. So Carol, that's a shout out to you too. And I'm now passing it to Aaron.
It is absolutely a fantastic resource. If you ever get a chance to look at it, do, because, oh my goodness, Carol, you have put so much work into it, and it is so wonderful to have. It's such a great resource. So since I'm getting kind of the tail end of this, and of course all of us are on in a different order, do me a favor, and if you've not gotten your goodbye yet, just put a big hand right up in the middle of your screen, okay? So that I can see that you haven't gotten goodbye yet. All right, goodbye, and thank you to Bob and Mabel and the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts. We love you all. Goodbye, thank you to Jenny in Suffolk in the UK. Goodbye to Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye to Dory and Ollie making a beautiful appearance. Hi, Ollie. Thank you, and goodbye to Shari in New Hampshire. Goodbye to Jane in Texas. Goodbye to Lynn. Goodbye to Ann in Silver Spring, Maryland. Anna Alter, we love you so much. I'm just giving you a second goodbye because hi. Hi and bye. Goodbye and thank you to Deli. Goodbye and thank you to Trish and Victoria. Bye to Gary. And goodbye to all of our friends off camera who may or may not have gotten goodbye already. Goodbye to Annette in California, Jamie in Victoria, BC, Kat in Vermont. Goodbye to Martha. Goodbye to Kristen in Washington State. Bye to Gitanjali. Let's see who else. Sarah, Ise, Hindi, Linda, Joanne, Field. I think that is everybody. And wherever they are, Amanda and Miles in Michigan, who are here just about every day. I hope they're doing something super fun today, and that's why they're not here. All right. If anybody else got missed, wave wildly. Wave wildly. I'm looking through.
Thank you, Aaron. I'm going to snag Ralph and Penny and Victoria. I'm not
Perfect.
sure if we got them. Sue Sean in Massachusetts. Thank you so much. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Not sure if we got you. Thank you so much. And I think there were a few folks off video, but I'm also going to give out one shout out to Anna Alter, who was my right-hand person through, like, I don't know, the first 500 of the days. And yeah, boy, did we do a lot of work to build this into what it is now. So thank you, Anna, for all of those incredible contributions. We miss you greatly every day, making each day a little less better without Anna by our side, one day at a time. And so thank you, Anna. Again, I'm not sure if we got Annie Patterson. And so Sarah and Jane, Issei Barnwell is going to be here in my house later today, also singing. And I think we got everybody. We're doing Chava. Thank you, Chava. I'm not sure if we got you. So thank you, Chava, for being here. We are doing the gift reveal party in another few minutes after we take deep breaths and have make a cup of tea. So if everybody can just help us wave goodbye to Facebook Live. Facebook, thanks for going the journey with us today. See you tomorrow or later today. See you at 3.